How's it going, everyone? This is Shadow here at 10:30, and today I thought I would do a discussion video talking about the upcoming Christmas event, which is supposed to take place in a couple of weeks. What am I doing in today's video? I'm going to be giving my prediction of what I like to see, and so forth. Do keep stuff in mind that whatever I show in here, this is my own personal opinion. You guys have your own opinion and prediction. A lot of things to go over in today's video. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start off with what I like to see during this event. I would like to see increased spawn rate for water, ice type events. Same thing as we saw from last year's one if you remember it. And it giving us back Delibird, not only that, introducing the shiny variant. Now, reason for that is because we've seen it in the past where if Niantic brings back a previous Pokemon, then that one has a chance to be shiny. So I think it's going to apply the exact same thing what happened for Delibird. So hopefully that will return. Hopefully we'll see the shiny variant. Now, next up, same as usual, new Pokestops that the researchers say that focus around Christmas theme. Now, for the raid bosses, I like to see something different. Now, this is the raid bosses, the new ones haven't been announced yet. And this is something I like to focus around the Christmas event. Alright? So if you take a screen next to me, this is the list I got. So starting with Tier 1s, Wheelmore, Snorunt, Clamperl, and Shinx. Reason for Wheelmore is because it's a water-type Pokemon if you think about it. We're in winter time, so kind of water still if you think about it. Now, Snorunt pretty mandatory. We saw it from last year's ones. I think it's going to apply the same thing over here. Clamperl, reason because this is the one of the last Gen 3 Pokemon we don't have yet in Pokemon Go. And it's been in the game for a pretty long while. I feel like it's about time to release it here in Pokemon Go. Now, the reason why I have it started with the shiny variant because Niantic has done it in the past where they introduce a new raid boss into the raid system, they end up being shiny. So I think it's going to apply the exact same thing with Clamperl. For Shinx, please mandatory. It's new to the raids here. Moving to Tier 2s, Mawile, Grovyle, Monferno, and Prinplup. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the names right for you. Not. Anyways, for Mawile, please mandatory. It's been in the raids for a pretty long while, so no use to remove it. For the Gen 4 starters, the second evolutions, reason because Niantic has done in the past where they have given us the generation Pokemon, their second evolutions, be as raid bosses like we saw Combustion, we saw Marshtomp, Iconlets, on and on. So like I said, I think it's going to apply the exact same thing with this one right here. I don't really care for it though, but at least it's they're really hard to find. It gives players a unique opportunity to be able to find and get these Pokemon, the Pokedex. Or just get more of them because you may never know. Alright, so moving on to Tier 3s, Alolan, Raichu, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Rotom. Now, for Alolan Raichu, plays mandatory. It's new to the race system, so it makes sense to keep it that way. And I do quickly mention that I haven't seen the shiny Alolan Raichus around. So basically, they're still going around, so I'm glad that Niantic has realized their own mistakes. So, well done, Niantic. Well done. You listened to the player base for once. Now, for the Leafeon and Glaceon, reasons because we saw recently that the evolutions end up being raid bosses, and I think it's going to apply the exact same thing over here. Now, these two evolutions we don't have yet in Pokemon Go. I think by introducing them as raid bosses, you would never know. It might be pretty fun for players, though. Now, for Rotom, please mandatory. It's a Gen 4 Pokemon. It's not considered legendary. It's just a Pokemon to be fun as for collectors. And I think it's about time that Niantic starts giving us a little more of the Gen 4 Pokemon, introduce them, so that way we will get these out of the way. And maybe at some point in 2019, get close to introduction to Generation 5, which I'll give details about that a little bit later on. Alright, so moving on to Tier 4s, Alolan Marowak, Lapras, Piloswine, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, and Absol. Now for Alolan Marowak, please mandatory here. It's new to the system, so and now for Lapras, reason because it's a water ice type event, and since it's a Christmas event, it focuses on like increases spawn rate for Ice and Water type event. So pretty much makes sense right there. Now for Paloswine, reason is because just a prep for the its second evolution, because it does become Mammal Swine in Gen 4, which hopefully some point in the near future we'll see that. Now for this Pokemon here, I'm just gonna look it up because I don't even remember the name of it though. Alright, so I am back, and I found out that it's Warren. Okay, so I had to look this up. I apologize, there was like a quick second cutoff right there, reason because I was looking up the name of it, like I said, and it's Warren. So the reason why I chose Warren is because it's a Water Ice type Pokemon, so it makes sense for fitting for the Christmas theme, though, if you think about it. Now, Absol, Place Mandatory, don't need to go detail for there. Now, getting to legendaries here. Now, this one was a pretty tough one here. Originally, I was thinking of a Regice, but I decided, like, you know, something that Niantic needs to give us something that a shiny Pokemon that we don't have yet, and players have been really wanting for a pretty long while. And I chose Mewtwo here because a lot of players in Let's Go and other players outside of Let's Go, they've been wanting to see shiny Mewtwo and also shiny Rayquaza. The reason why I chose Mewtwo here because Mewtwo, I feel like it's a lot older than Rayquaza, and I feel like it's about time Niantic gives us shiny Mewtwo. Because if they actually did that, this would be probably one of the best Christmas events that Niantic has ever thrown to us, ending 2018, and a fresh start getting to 2019. Hopefully these raids here won't take much longer, as usually they do. Now for Deoxys, Place Mandatory, it's an EX raid boss, but hopefully maybe some point in the near future that Niantic change up the Deoxys forms, and we'll see something else. Now that's all I gotta cover for today's video. I know so I apologize, it's a little bit short though, but the main purpose of this video is to let y'all know, I was giving you guys my prediction of what I like to see during this Christmas event. So to recap everything I covered, I like to see the increased spawn rate for a certain Pokemon, Delibird return with the shiny variant, raid boss list I like to see, research theme around Christmas, and so forth. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on my prediction here, and what's your prediction for the Christmas event coming up. For me, if Niantic applies the exact same thing I just covered here, then like I already said, this could end up being the best Christmas event and be better from last year. That would be my personal opinion. Hope that you did enjoy today's video, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Check out my channel, subscribe bell for more gameplay videos, and I will see you all in the next video.